Our goal today, boys and girls, is that you're going to be able to use the best quotes, not just pick any quote from any old source, to support your reason that you should have a certain type of art or a certain type of government. And then also, you're going to really cite and say who your professionals are in your writing. So let me give you an example of a supporting paragraph that somebody wrote in one of our hours. Actually, it was the one who wrote about the beanbag, or the
Gia?
No, the Erin Searles. She wrote about the jelly bean world. So this is her supporting paragraph as to why she should have a monarchy government. I want you to think to yourself as I'm reading, and maybe even put just a little thumbs up when you see something wrong, obviously wrong, with her supporting paragraph. It makes you, it's not something I have necessarily taught you yet, but something that she did in her supporting paragraph that you may think, what? Like, there needs to be more information there. So let me read this to you. It says, to start off, remember, this is not an intro. This is a supporting paragraph, right? Okay. To start off, this island is run by a monarchy government because everything in a monarchy is decided by just one ruler. For example, Mr. Jiggles, the king, decides all government issues. Crystal Lombardo states, since everything in a monarchy is decided by just one ruler, this allows for a fast decision-making process and legislation is not held up. This shows that change comes very fast in a monarchy. This is significant because I know that a monarchy is the best government for this island. All right, I see some thumbs up. What did you kind of think in your head, like, Sophie? Good job. You hit that one right on the head there. Crystal Lombardo. Who is she and why do I care what she says? Now, this happens a lot in papers. Okay, this is obviously where the internet site or the editor or the author of whoever wrote this quote, this is Crystal Lombardo. Well, we have to say who the author is and why are they credible. So, to make this more credible, she needs to say, and we could go back to the site to find this, but she is the chief editor of Monarchy Times. Now, remember how I told you you can use, I'm going to go ahead and underline this. Here we go. Okay, because it's the name of a big magazine company. Remember, you can use commas for also parenthetical reasonings there. So, chief editor of Monarchy Times, you're going to put that in commas because it's extra information. I can still take it out and it still makes sense, but doesn't it help you know, oh, now I understand why that person's so credible. I know why she quoted that person because if they're deal with Monarchy Times a lot, it has to do with the monarchy government, they're going to know a lot of information about the monarchy government. Now, also with this said, a lot of you may not even be able to find who the author is or anything like that. So let's say like you Googled advantages and disadvantages of a monarchy, and you came to this website, which I know a lot of you did. So you would say, instead of Chief Lombardo or Crystal Lombardo says, you would say Occupy theory. You would say that. States. Well, once again, why do I care about Occupy theory? I need to go and figure out who these people are. So you may have to go click on their homepage, and you may have to figure out, well, what is Occupy therapy, and why would my readers care about them? Generally, when you go to the homepage, you can find some information about them. If not there, you can scroll all the way to the bottom, and generally you will find information about the author, about the website, about who they are. So I would want to put in my paragraph that they are an online magazine that focuses on important issues related to Occupy movement. And they write about topics in activism, environment, and human rights. So this just proves to my readers that it's not just any old Joe Mo out there. This Occupy theory is a journalist, or it's a magazine that they write about important issues, such as government. Okay? So when you're writing today, number one, you are going to work on your 2 supporting paragraphs. Those should be done by today. That's our goal. I put here some thought prompts if you want to use those. You're welcome to use them or not. I put a transition here to start with. If it's Potato Island should be run by a democracy because your first reason. For example, elaborate on your reason. Then you're going to say the author. Please tell me who the author is. When we did Red Guard and we had Gigli States, I didn't have to say who Gigli was. We knew who Gigli was because in the introduction I told you Gigli was the author of Red Guard, right? Or whenever I said Squeaky States, I didn't have to explain who Squeaky was in my supporting paragraphs because in my intro I told you that Squeaky was the main character in the story. So right now when you're citing sources that we don't know anything about them because we didn't say it in our intro, it wouldn't make sense to put it in our intro for this essay. You're going to have to put the information in your supporting paragraph, all right? If you have questions about what you need to do, you can stay with me, but other than that, you guys are going to go ahead and start on your writing.